There's software out there that will scan the internet and find books that are selling on Amazon for one price, but are listed on other sites for much, much cheaper. Then you can decide if you want to go ahead and buy them and then resell them on Amazon for a profit. Now, the best time to get into book flipping is right before a textbook season. Textbook seasons are basically the times where students find out what books they need for their classes, and then they hop online, mainly on Amazon, to order them. Fall textbook season begins in mid-July and goes through mid-October. Peak textbook sales are generally the week before Labor Day for this textbook season. And spring textbook season begins mid-December and goes through early February. Peak textbook sales for this generally being in the first 2 weeks of January. So now is a great time to learn this. A, because you'll be hitting the end of a textbook season window, and B, because the very best next time to buy textbooks is coming up in November, right before spring textbook season starts. You can still buy and sell textbooks outside of these two windows, of course, but to really make a killing, you want to buy a bunch of books super cheap the month or so before a textbook season starts, when demand for those books is extremely low, supply is extremely high, and therefore the price is really low as well. That way you can get ridiculous deals on books that you know are going to be selling for sometimes double what you paid for them just a few weeks later, because all of a sudden the demand skyrockets. This is how you can make an absolute killing flipping textbooks. Now, there are two softwares that I recommend for this. They both work great and basically function extremely similarly. Those two softwares are eFlip and Zen Arbitrage. Basically, how they work is this. The software has a list of dozens of other online bookstores and websites and all their inventory and all their prices. It also has a list of all Amazon books and all Amazon book prices as well. And then it's constantly updating in real time to compare the difference between sites and Amazon. You can then use the software to find books that are selling much, much cheaper on some online bookstores than they are on Amazon. Then you simply buy that book, and when it comes to your house, you list it back on Amazon and make the difference in profit. This business model is nothing new. It's been around for a long time, but what people typically recommend is actually going to bookstores and thrift stores in person and spending hours scanning books with your phone to find these profitable flips. But now the software does all that for you literally in seconds. You do not have to waste hours and hours scanning books in person at a store in order to make money, and you don't even need to leave your house to actually do so. You don't have to take my word for it either, though. Try it for yourself. Both of the softwares that I mentioned, both eFlip and Zen, come with free trials for several weeks, so you can try them out risk-free for yourself.